evening, or as per usual, I was running late, but I'm here now. So, hello Facebook and hello YouTube. So I'm going to record this so you can watch it back like we did the other week. 1 second. Hello Sally. I'm at home now. Right, I think this works. Can you share these live videos, you know? So if you view it, can you see that I'm live and share it? Anyway, if you can share this live video, share it so we can help everybody. Oh, I can see myself on my own computer. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, share it. So, if you've got a live video, share it on your timeline, please, for me, just so we can help everybody. Sweet. I've shared mine. Right, so I'm going to have it just, well, quickly, it's not going to take too long. I've got this one. This is thanks to Zoe. Zoe lent me this Lean in 15 book. I'm not sure which one this is. I think it's number 2, is it? Am I right or wrong? Comment, let me know, because I don't really use recipe books myself because I'm not a very good cook. Not gonna lie, I'm rubbish at cooking, so I don't necessarily use recipe books. Hello Emily, thanks for that comment. Last one. Oh, is this the last one? This is the last one, yeah? Alright, it's the last one. I remember seeing this first one, the red one. So, my thoughts, or number 2. Which one is it then? Last one, number 2, number 3, number 1? But anyway, it doesn't matter because they're all similar, aren't they? He just changes little bits around. Right. So, my thoughts on Joe Wicks's Lean in 15, alright? Because I've had so many, honestly, the last few weeks, or last few days, I've probably been asked this question 4 or 5 times. This is all my thoughts, remember. I'm not going to say anything bad at all because the last one's a green one too, actually. Oh, yeah, see. Because I reckon to be honest, personally, I think it's a really good idea. What Joe Wicks has done is kind of, he's gone into that market that people like Weight Watchers and people like Slimming World have pretty much fucked up because they've messed up a lot of people on their diets and their shakes and all this. Has kind of put everyone in kind of like, hi Joe, kind of put everyone in the wrong kind of mindset for dieting. So everybody believes that they need to count calories, and you do need to count calories, not calories, count points, and you need to have sins, and you need to do this, and you need to do that, and that's where it really pisses me off with people like Weight Watchers, people like Slimming World, people like this aloe vera diet and all that. As you probably heard me slate it many times before, I absolutely despise them all. This is why I really like Joe Wicks' stuff. Yeah, go Patriots. This is Matt's office. And this is why I like Joe Wicks' stuff. The reason I like Joe Wicks' stuff is because it's all real food. You go through it, it's all whole food. Everything is real in there. There's no crap about counting points, there's nothing. So that's where I really like Joe Wicks, that he has kind of taught our nation to eat real food and whole food, because that's what I'm about. I believe that you should eat food how it comes out of the ground. So like a chicken breast, for example, or like a chicken breast to chicken breast, okay? A carrot's a carrot. That's kind of Joe's philosophy. I know that Joe does use bread, and I know that Joe does use things that I don't necessarily agree with. But at the end of the day, it's better than going and eating McDonald's and eating takeaway. So people who aren't used to dieting, or people who are used to eating Slimming World and counting calories, this is a good thing for them because they can go down the supermarket and cook wholesome food which tastes actually really nice. Chicken breast going on the ground, no, but you know what I mean, cheeky bugger. Yeah, so you can go in the supermarket, you can buy whole fresh food, and you're not dieting. So people don't think they're dieting, but because they've changed from eating such calorie dense takeaways and such crap in the past, switching over to a diet which is just full of chicken, full of full fat, because obviously it depends what your goal is. when you're eating out of this book, to be honest, because obviously if your goal is weight loss, at the end of the day it's about how many calories you consume a day. You always need to be in a deficit. So Joe Wicks' book, you can eat every single recipe in there, but if you go over your calories, you're gonna put weight on. If you go under your calories, you're gonna lose weight. It's as simple as that. Weight loss is really easy. So it doesn't matter what you eat. Your body doesn't know what the difference between all your body knows is a carb, a fat, and a protein. Okay, it doesn't matter if your carb comes from a potato or a piece of bread. As long as you don't react to bread like myself, then you're not going to have any trouble. You could eat 200 grams of carbs a day, for example, from bread, and your body wouldn't know where it's coming from. So it doesn't really matter what the carb source is. Obviously, sugars have a different reaction in the body, but I wouldn't ever eat 200 grams of carbs from bread. You just need to eat less food. It's simple as that. So you just eat less and you will lose weight. So that's why I've said it about 3 or 4 times now, that's why I like Joe Wicks' book, because it is whole food. For me personally, I wouldn't use it because I've gone through some of the recipes today. There's about 18 different ingredients. You have to put them in at about 6 different times. It takes 45 minutes to cook a chicken breast, which tastes like, don't know because I've never done it, but to me it takes too long. But if you've got time out there and you actually enjoy cooking, this is a really good book. But having said that, what I've generally been asked is about the calories, because a lot of these meals are so high in calories. I think I worked out in one of the old books, because I've actually bought his plan before. I bought it about 3 years ago to see what it was all about, see what the hype was about. I actually bought it. And his plan, I think it was something like a built-up bagel or something. I'm not quite sure. It was for breakfast. And I think I worked out to be something like 900 calories in one meal, which, if you bought his plan to lose weight, 900 calories out of, say, your 1600 a day is one hell of a chunk of calories. You've not got much left to play with for the rest of the day. So they are very calorific. Like in this book, there's some full fat. I think there's some, like, in one of the meals is full fat yogurt and full fat cream, such high calories. Then it's mixed with breads and it's mixed with nuts, where it's all fat. So remember, you've got 9, like we had this discussion the other day, you've got 9 calories per gram. So there is a lot of calories in some of these foods, okay? So you have to be careful. If your goal is weight loss, you still need to count your calories. You still need to be eating the deficit. It doesn't matter where the food comes from. If you want to have a built-up bagel, you want to have some of the foods in here, which is 900 calories, you've got to remember, you've probably only got 600 or 700 for the rest of the day. So just be sensible, make the right choices. Using some of these meals, for example, if your goal is weight loss, and to be honest, most people who pick up this book, I'm not going to lie, the reason you get this book is to lose weight. I don't know anybody who's gone, oh, I want to gain weight, I want to gain muscle, I'm going to go buy Joe Wicks' Lean in 15. I've never heard of that in my life. Personally, I wouldn't. So anyone who buys this book is for weight loss. So some of the meals in here with bread in it and pasta and gnocchi and all that, I don't believe, if you're losing weight, I wouldn't use those just because they're too calorific. They've got the carb content's too high, the fat content's too high. And some of them are actually really quite, like, for example, gnocchi, pasta and potato, probably two of the hardest things to digest. And when you're losing weight, you don't want to be bloated all day. You want to be nice and energized. You don't want to feel sluggish. So if you're losing weight, I wouldn't touch bread. I wouldn't touch pasta. I'd keep sugars minimum. I wouldn't eat too much fruit. I would stick to high fat, low carb, high protein diet. Simple as that. I would work out. If I was going to lose, well, that's what I do with my clients. If you're going to lose weight, I'd work out how many calories you need per day, work out how many grams of protein you need, and then I'd fill the rest with fats, and I'd probably fill the rest with 30% fat, and then probably 20% of it carbohydrates. And I do go as high as 50. I've got a low battery already. I do go as high as 50% protein. It's not going to kill you, and your insides aren't going to come out. So chill out. Right. So I went through the book today, and I will show you some of them. And some of the ones, I only picked out a few just because there's tons in here. We had a discussion the other week about smoothies in the closed group. So reduced carbohydrate recipes, alright? So if you're losing weight, just eat off that. Simple, alright? Don't worry about the high carb stuff. If you're trying to lose weight, low carb option. That's it, alright? That's what I would do personally, alright? That's what I would do with my clients. I would say, if you're trying to lose weight, just stick to the low carb one. This is a good smoothie here, I like this one. Can you see that? chunky, what's it saying? Oh, chunky monkey smoothie. Chunky monkey, that's a good one that is. Chunky monkey smoothie, there's a good smoothie, it's perfect for breakfast. A lot of clients out there, a lot of members, obviously you're quite rushed in the morning, so having something like a chunky monkey smoothie, you've got a banana in there, you've got some cacao powder, you've got peanut butter, you've got protein, you've got your good fats. Simple in the morning, you can just blend it and that's done, alright? So there's a good one, there's a good shake for the morning. I know Sally, you asked about shakes, there's a real good one. Right. This is a prime example of too many calories. Yeah? Smashed avocado with bacon. Alright, sounds awesome, but in there you've got bacon, you've got like, oh god, ridiculous amounts of fat. You've got bacon, you've got fat from the eggs, you've got one whole avocado, it's all fat, you've got sesame oil, and then at the end you've got Rivitas. Alright, so that one is a prime example of too many calories for me in one meal. That's one hell of a serving. It says serves one, but that's one hell of a meal, alright guys? So maybe if you're going to have something like that, just cut it in two, so just half the recipe, because that's quite a lot of calories in one meal. There's a lot of fat in that meal, right? What else did I pick out? Oh, this is a good one. I like this one. Chicken satay skewers. There's a good one, alright? So that's quite a good one. It's just chicken, some fat for the peanut butter, and then you've got tons of other ingredients like loads of spices and herbs. Can you have protein with loads of veg, or do you need to cut the veg down? Oh, no, Emily, personally, what I would say to everybody, have literally unlimited vegetables, but try and get them from greens. So all your green vegetables, you need it, they're such good source of fibre and micronutrients and macronutrients. And then protein wise, yeah, just have roughly, I say to most clients, if you're going to stick to like a high protein and veg kind of diet, I have about 200 grams of protein and then unlimited vegetables. Just eat vegetables. They'll keep you full and it'll feel like you've got a big meal. So there's my answer to that. Yeah, cashew curries, that's a good one. That tastes good too. But you have to be careful. Most of these ingredients, most of these recipes in here, right, I would half. Honestly, if you're losing weight, most of these recipes I would half. Like, what else have we got in here? I picked out another one. Oh, here, this is a good one. The fish cakes, Thai fish cakes. I like that one too. You can see that. Thai fish cakes, that's alright. It's just cod, nice lean meat. So that's a good meal too. You just have to be careful because I've got another one in a second. Right, sausages. Alright, here you are. Sausages. You see that? So, personally, my thought on sausages, they're not the best. I can't eat most sausages because obviously a lot of sausages still have gluten in. So, if you're going to have sausages, I would go and pick a good sausage from the butchers because they're still quite high in fat. I know it's good fat, but I know how many calories in my beard. I don't know yet. I've got quite a lot of food stuck in it to get trimmed actually. Anyway, that's my beard. Yeah, sausages, I would kind of maybe avoid, well, I'll probably avoid them. You can get a better source of protein, a better source of amino acids, and a better source of, well, food really, from something like chicken, pork, just pork steaks better, lamb, normal steak, stuff like that. I would stay away from sausages because again, they're quite processed. Chicken sausages, do you know what? They're not too bad, but again, they're still full of a lot of rubbish. They're still processed. Every now and then I'd have them. I wouldn't have them as a staple in my diet because they're still not how they should be, because it's not chicken, it's just processed again. They are alright. I would have chicken sausages probably over normal sausages if you're losing weight. Right, what else we got? Right, so if you are going to go on to the high carbohydrate meals, this is how we base our 8-day challenge too. So low carb, I say, and low carb eat, let's get words out, a low carb meal have all day. So have the low carb section is booked whenever you want, all right? If you're going to go into the high carb section, one, watch out because the carbs are stupidly high, and I'm going to go over those in a second. Have the low carbs all day long and at night time, and then if you're going to go into the high carbohydrate section of this book, have them after training only. Alright, so you have your one big meal after training, and then the rest of the meals are fats and proteins, and you have your carbs after training. That is it. Your body will utilise the carbs after training. That's the best time to utilise them, right? And that is the safest time to have them, where you wouldn't store it as fat. But again, you won't store it as fat if you're eating under your calories anyway, okay? So it's all about, I will still always come back to that. The only way you will lose weight is by eating less, okay? I'll find it, but I missed it. You haven't missed it, you can watch it back in replay. So if you're going to have carbohydrates, your body will utilise them best after training. So have a hard session, and then you can have, well, kind of not reward yourself because you're not a dog, but you can kind of have your carbs after training, and your body will use them properly instead of storing them. But if you eat less, you're not going to store them. Right, this is a good one, post-training. A Malteser smoothie. No, Malteser Geezer smoothie. In there, that's probably a really good shake for after training, definitely, because you've got your carbs from your oats, you've got your protein from your powder, and then you've probably got a bit of carbs from your Horlicks, and then almond milk. And in this book, I've noticed there's a lot of almond milk being used. Almond milk's fine. Get my clients to use almond milk all the time. I use almond milk all day long. Have it in all my tea, have it in all my coffee, have it in my cereals post training. I literally have almond milk all the time. It's not many calories in it, and it's better than normal milk for you. Less calories, it's better for you. It tastes better, and it doesn't go off super quick. So almond milk is an absolute winner. What else did I have in here? A couple more. Some of these recipes are absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, like this one, gnocchi. Alright? Personally, if you're trying to lose weight, that gnocchi shouldn't be really on the menu. I don't think, because it's just high carbs. You've got carbs from protein. You've got carbs from pasta, and you've got carbs from potato. You don't need all those carbs in one meal. You don't need two sauces. I know it's how but if your goal is to eat healthy, then if your goal is to eat healthy and to sustain a weight, I would eat anything in this book, because it's all whole healthy food. If your goal is to lose weight, I would eat in the low carbohydrate section only, and I would keep my calories. I count all my calories and keep them under your daily allowance, right? That's about it, really. Here's the other one, like burgers. Aussie bun burger with wedges. Yeah, 2 sweet potatoes, 550. I served 2 though. So you got 2 sweet potatoes, so a sweet potato, and then you got 250 grams or 275 grams of mince, which is quite a lot of mince. That is in one sitting. That's quite a lot of red meat in one sitting. And then you got coconut oil. Yeah, a burger bun, pineapple. So yeah, I wouldn't eat that really if you're trying to lose weight. If I was going to have that, I'd have everything but wouldn't have the bread. Okay? So all in all, my views on this book, and then this is a good one. I spotted this one earlier. This cheeky chicken katsu. I like that one. Chicken katsu. That's a good meal. I've eaten that one a few times actually. This was ages ago, so I haven't tried his new menu, but I tried his old one before, and that was nice. That was a good one. But again, I would honestly half this. Everything I would half in this book. If you're trying to lose weight, I would half it all. This is good for people who are the reason this book is awesome for people who are new to fitness, new to dieting, or they've been doing something stupid like Weight Watchers and Slimming World and all those kind of dieting things. And once you've got into the swing of things, a book like this is ace, because a lot of people that are new to dieting, new to the gym, new to eating healthy, all they kind of see is us lot posting chicken. Well, I don't, but people in the fitness industry posting chicken, broccoli and vegetables. They're like, oh, I don't really want to eat that all day every day. But if you look at a book like this, you actually see that you can eat nice food and it can be healthy. It's just you need to be careful on the calories in some of the meals. That's all I've got to say. But I personally, my rating is it's good. I really like this book. The one thing I don't really like is some of his, I'm going to run out of battery in a minute, some of his workouts. because they're a bit poncy. Sorry, Joe, mate. They're a bit girly. Not girly, because some of you girls train pretty darn hard. So it's not girly, but if you're new to fitness, yeah, they're really good. If you're fit and you come to like some of Fitness Works classes, and if you don't come to some of the Fitness Works classes, you need to come to some of the Fitness Works classes, they're nothing. Like, these are nothing. Like, you wouldn't, to me, doing a few bicep, you don't need to be, if you're trying to lose weight, right, you don't need to be sitting on a static bench doing bicep curls and chest presses, alright? That's not what you need to be doing. You don't need to be doing bent over rows, single arm rows, 2 sets of 12 reps, alright? You don't need to be doing Romanian deadlifts or single exercises. You need to be doing hard HIIT sessions and fat burning sessions and metabolic circuits and lifting heavy weights and just throwing heavy shit around and just doing cool stuff. You don't need to be sat in your living room doing a seated barbell shoulder press with some screw-on dumbbells, alright? You ain't going to get anywhere doing that. So my view on this book is good. It kind of teaches people to eat whole foods, healthy foods, teaches people to cook. It teaches people how to train to a certain extent, but teaches new people how to train. But you just need to be careful on the calories. You need to have carbohydrates after training only out of this book. Otherwise, eat in the low carb section. And that is about it, to be honest. I think I've answered most. What did you say there? The blue book is meant to be once you've burnt your fat and working on more weight training. I guess that's why there's more carbs. Yeah, that could be right. But most of it, quite a lot of it, I've read his, well, I've seen his plan, and it's still quite high in carbs. But that does make sense that this is kind of upper level from the basic one. So I do know the basic one's got some quite high carb calorie, some quite high carb meals in it. That's awesome if this is like the final one. Once you burn all your fat, then you go on to it. Because like I said earlier, this is kind of, once you've done that, like I said, this book is awesome for sustaining weight and eating healthy and having quite a nice diet instead of eating chicken and rice and broccoli and boring stuff. So this is quite a good book. I will get the other book and have a look at it too, but like I said before, I can't cook. So any of you guys out there, if you want to cook some lean and 15 recipes and meals and bring them to the gym, I will eat them, and I will eat everything in this book at the moment because it's my turn to get tubby. Alright, so if you've got any other questions, what have we got? Shift, shape and sustain. Yeah, so shift, shape and sustain. I know in the shift book still, like I remember seeing one in his books, it was something like overnight oats, I think, and it had low fat yogurt in it. It had 100 grams of oats, I want to say, in a meal after training. I can't even eat 100 grams of oats with natural yogurt and loads of fruit, and that's a one hell of a meal. So it's just trying to watch out for things like that, okay? So if this is the shape, don't say no sustain plan on it. Anyway, whatever book this is, like I said, it's cool. Just be careful about the calories. Always count calories, always eating a deficit, and that is pretty win-win. Losing weight, like I said before, is so easy. Alright, it's so easy. I say it in all of my videos that losing weight is the easiest thing in the world. You just got to eat less. You've got to stick to it. You've got to be consistent. You've got to find out something that works. If it doesn't work overnight, you don't lose 10 pounds in a week. Don't stress. Don't start changing things and cutting out calories. Don't eat too low. Don't train every single day, and just enjoy the process, okay? Changing your body and turning your body into something you want it to look like should be so exciting. Like when we diet to get on stage, the process is so fun. I know towards the end, a lot of you have probably seen me and some of the trainers, we are grumpy as hell, but I still enjoy the process. I still enjoy the change. I still enjoy waking up every day and watching how your body can actually adapt and can change so quick. It's not all about losing weight. I said this at the end of the 6-week challenge recently, that especially for women, scales are not a good guide really. They are a guide, but they're not a good guide. I would always use body fat, or I would always use tape measures and measurements, definitely for women, because scales can change so much, and quite a lot of women actually go up, and then obviously that's the most disheartening thing for a woman who wants to come to the gym and lose weight. They're putting all this effort, they've dieted, they've eaten healthy, they've done loads, and they get on the scales and they put 2 or 3 pounds on. So measure yourself, take photos, everybody take photos. You don't need to put them all over Instagram. I'm not saying do that like us guys do. Don't need to do that. Just take photos, keep them yourself. Take photos every 4 weeks. And if you stick to it for a year, if you stick to it for 6 months and put those photos together, the changes are actually crazy. Like, they're stupid changes, and you wouldn't even see them yourself. Like, people don't see them. But when you take photos and you put them all on like a collage, it's crazy, okay? So that is my views. What's your view on the Chunky Monkey Smoothie? You're not sure it's in the book. Or, I don't know, Amy, but I'll have a look and I'll message you. Chunky Monkey Smoothie. Doesn't sound too good, but could be alright, I'm guessing. I'll have a look and I'll let you know. So that is my thought on Joe Wicks' book. Quick little valuation, like I said. It's good because it gets you eating health foods, gets you training, gets you looking after yourself really, and it gets you cooking at home and not eating out all the time. It shows that dieting and losing weight can actually be fun and can actually be, well, tasty actually. It doesn't have to be boring. And yeah, he's just, to be honest, he's changed a lot of people, hasn't he? He's smashed it. He's changed so many people's lives, and he's opened up, well, so many avenues in the fitness industry. And yeah, he's awesome. I really like Joe Wicks. I remember following him on Instagram. Yeah, I remember following him on Instagram when he had like 6,000-7,000 followers, maybe 10,000 followers. Remember when he did like his 10,000 follower giveaway, which was ages ago now, and all his little videos. It just kind of, it has changed how people think about eating. Other people have brought ones out, like London Muscle. They brought out a good cookbook too. Their guide's quite interesting. His 90 days, like Joe Wicks' 90 days guide is good. I think it's a bit basic, but the basic works, and he's killing it. So that is everything, alright? If you've got any more questions, or you want me to do videos on any other aspects of the fitness industry and weight loss, nutrition, training, let me know. Make sure you give us a follow on Facebook and also on Instagram, because everything goes down on Instagram now really. Instagram is huge. We're trying to make that bit, well, Facebook's cool, we still do a lot on Facebook, but Instagram's big. And make sure you follow all the trainers, because we're putting out so much content now for free for you guys, like Niall, me, Elliot, Jade, everybody's putting out. We've got a new PT joined us too, which I'll introduce soon, called Wissam. He's put out some cool content today, so make sure you follow us all. It's all free, it's all to help you guys, and I'll do more videos in the future. If you've got any more questions or you want me to do a video on anything specifically, just comment below or drop me a message, and I will definitely do it shortly, alright? But have a lovely evening. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and I will see you soon. Right, YouTube, thank you for that, and I will see you soon.